Yo, what's up guys, Since here. In today's video, I'm going to go through peripherals optimizations for lower input. So let's begin. First, you want to download the zip file, extract it. It's going to be a folder with all the steps here. So first step, create a restore point. I'm not going to show you how to do that. There's tutorials online. Just do a create restore point and then we can continue. So second part, device manager. Open that. You see a bunch of files here. Hold shift, then go in your Windows icon, right click, device manager. Then simply you can either type the letter, the first letter of everything here. So for example C, composite bus simulator. Then just right click, disable. Some devices over here, when you click disable, it might ask you for a start. Just click no and just manually restart later. So you wanna disable everything here. The only thing that you want to be careful with is the system speaker. In my case, the system speaker is high definition audio controller. Some people, if they disable this, you might not have audio. So if you don't have audio, just keep it enabled, that's fine. If you still have audio after disable, then just keep it disabled. And another one that's not included over here is the monitor. Just disable that if you play stretch stress. If you don't play any stretch stress on any games, just keep it default on. Then, once you're done with that, we can again continue here without closing anything else. Expand keyboards and mice. Then double click on the HID class, power management. Then make sure both of these are unchecked. Check that for everything else under that section. I've already disabled everything. Some of them don't have that power management tab, which is fine. Just continue going through. Then go for the mice. Again, same steps. Then scroll down. You will see universal stereo bus controllers. Expand that. Then again, same as keyboard and mice. Just go through power management and disable both. Then once you're done with that, you can close that and go back. Now, third step, Discord, path, copy that, press Windows key plus R, then paste that and enter. In case this does not work, like the path itself, it's located in app data in vocal. Then just find Discord folder and just open it. Now, go on app, go on modules. You have a bunch of modules here, like folders. So Control A, then just simply hold Control and just click the ones that I have right now in my screen. Then everything else you can delete out. So that's all the ones you want. Then once you're done with that, go back, go on vocals. If you use only English on Discord, again Control A and then check EN, US and delete everything else. If you're using like the British one, just keep the British one. If you're using like Greek, Spanish or whatever, just keep that language and delete everything else. But usually people keep it English, so EN, US. Then go down, you see the discord.exe, right click it, properties, compatibility, run as admin, disable full screen optimization, then click on change high DPI settings and make sure override high DPI scaling behavior is on. Then OK, apply, OK, then you can exit that. Then we can continue. Then we have hardware acceleration. I've included pictures for each thingy. So Brave is my browser of choice. If you use Chrome, it has the same settings. So what you want to do is go settings, go system. Some people might have to click advanced settings in system. And then you will see continue running background and hardware acceleration. You want to make sure that everything is disabled, as this will use like extra RAM usage, and even if you close the browser, it will continue running in the background, and that's not something you want while gaming. So make sure that's disabled. Then we have Discord, which is the same way. Click settings, advanced, and hardware acceleration off. Then we have OBS. If you're streaming or recording, just open OBS, advanced, then enable browser source hardware acceleration, make sure that's disabled. Then if you're listening to music through Spotify, again, the three dots, view, uncheck hardware acceleration, it should have like a tick mark here. And you can also disable friend activity, which is useless. And that's about that. Then you can go back, Nvidia Profile Inspector, pretty simple, just open the inspector. Okay, then I've already explained in the past, like the two profiles. This is for the 40 series, this is for the normal. Both of these are normal profiles, except that this one has the R bar, which is for the 40 series. So just drag whichever one you want. In my case, I'll just drag this one. And you see this message. Click OK. Make sure the green bar is done. Then click apply. So pretty much what this NIP file does is it applies every setting in Nvidia Profile Inspector and the control panel in general. So you will not have to generally go inside Nvidia control panel and just manually do the settings. This will automatically do everything for you. So that's it. Then you can close that once you apply. Go back, go on PowerPoint, go on import PowerPoints, then open that. Alrighty. So once you open that, you will have like a bunch of PowerPoints, usually the default Windows one, like balance and performance or maximum performance. I've included 5 of them over here. You can test it out. So each one of them gives you different like benefits. Some of them might improve your latency. Some might put your CPU to like max usage. So you have to test out each one of them. And how we do that is we go on file, we go on import, then just click back to this folder, click over here, copy the path, and just paste that. Alright, so let's say I want Maribi open, and as you can see it's over here. So what you do is you can either right click it, then activate, or you can just manually select it and then click apply. Then test it out in gaming, and if the PowerPoint doesn't perform good, just right click, delete. So you have to like uncheck it first, then you can delete that, and as you can see it's gone. I would probably recommend either Calyptus, Amribi, Zoeta, or Muren. I don't know about everything tech, but I've included 5 of them so you can test all of them. Personally for me, Zoeta and Amribi are performing the best. But I am experimenting with my own right now, but I have like a few settings enabled and disabled. So yeah, once you do that, you can test them, delete the ones that you don't like, and make sure you keep your default Windows PowerPoints, just in case you want to revert. I personally don't use the default PowerPoints, so I just have them deleted. Anyways, once you're done, close again, then go backwards. Now, mouse and keyboard data queue size. Again, there's a path file, but this time it's a rigid. So again, Windows Q plus R, then just type rec, edit. Alright, so for the keyboard, you wanna copy this path, and it's gonna send you over here. Then you're gonna see keyboard data queue size. So for this thingy, when you double click it, you'll see like there's hexadecimal and decimal. You want decimal. So 100 decimal is the default value to revert it to like Windows default. The lower you go from 100, the better the input can become of the keyboard or the mouse in this case. But if you have like a really bad mouse or a bad keyboard, if you go too low a value, you might have like bugs where the mouse like teleports, or like the keyboard does not register some keys, or in general the whole keyboard or mouse will not like move or work. So how you fix that? You want to have a backup keyboard, or just don't go to low values. So I would say about 50 is a good value, and it's pretty safe, I'll say, for our keyboards. So what you do, if it's on 100, just type 50, decimals, and you're good. In my case, I work on 15, so I keep it 15. For my mouse, I don't use any values. It's pretty much default, so I'm not gonna go through that, but it's pretty much the same. You copy the path, you paste it, and it's gonna say mouse.eq size. Go again that, decimal, 25, like this, and you're done. Then you just wanna restart. Again, don't copy my value of 15. It might not work for you, so don't experiment. Go 50 at lowest, or if you really want to experiment, then you can try lower values. But I would say don't go under 10, because it's like overkill. So 50 is the safest value, I think, in my opinion. Okay. Again, you can skip this step. It's not required. You're not required to do any of this thing, so you're not forced to do that. Then, once you're done with that, the usual, then clean up, double click, then again, right click one more time as admin, and just let the bot file work. Then just go manually, and delete everything that, if it does not let you delete, just do this for all attempts and skip. Then again, go through all folders, then you can go in your cycle bin, make sure it's clean. Another thing you can do is Windows plus R, then type prefetch. Again, delete everything. Then, under extra folder, have a bunch of extra stuff. So, if you have a keyboard, like the Apex Pro, for example, I do have the Apex Pro, and you install the SteelSeries GG, make sure you set your activation point, then just delete the software. The activation point will remain working, and the software is just a bloatware. You don't need it. So again, install, change activation, then delete software. That's just for the Apex Pro. Then, if you use a Logitech mouse, my bad, you also want to use the onboard memory manager instead of the Logitech G Hub. In my case, I have the Logitech G Hub since I have my mic and my headset, and they have presets for the audio, so I have to keep them. But in case you only have a mouse, then just get onboard memory manager. It's way better for you. And once you do that, or if you're forced to use G Hub like me, make sure when you go to your mouse settings, change the report rate to 500. Some people would say 1000 is better, which in a lot of cases it is, but going a little bit lower actually improves a little bit of the input, and I've also noticed that my mouse is more snappier. It's like more responsive. I've used to be always on 1000, but the past 3 months, maybe 3.5, I've been on 500 and it's working perfectly. So give that a try if you have a Logitech mouse, or in general if you have a mouse that's like on 1000 pulling, just try out 500. If you have like maybe lower end PC and you have a decent mouse with the software, you can try also 250, but don't go under 250. Like 250 is probably like your cap. And again, I'm not forcing anyone to go 500 or 250. You can keep it 1000, or if you have like a mouse that's 4000 or 8000, keep it whatever you want. I'm just saying that from personal experience, 500 seems to have like better response on the mouse. So once you're done with that, you can click X. Then again, if you have a wireless mouse, especially the Logitech, they come with this cable that has a dongle, or a dongle, I should say. Make sure the dongle is right above your mousepad, so the closest to your mouse pretty much. That way you will have like the lowest latency if you're using wireless. If you're charging it, or if you have a mouse that's cabled, then you're fine. But if you're using a wireless mouse with a dongle, make sure the dongle is always super close to the mouse. That's like the most important thing. And we can continue. Remove max acceleration. Make sure enchant pointer and precision is unchecked, and this thing is on 6. Then go on buttons. Make sure speed's on fast. Apply. Okay. Then go on repeat delay. Make sure repeat delay is on short, fast, and on. Apply. Okay. And that's pretty much it for like the whole video. If you have any questions, you can leave comments. You can leave them in the comments below, or you can just join my Discord group and message me. I've also included a lot of extra stuff in my Discord group, like how to debug Nvidia drivers. There's invites for custom OS. There's Regedit tweaks, bunch options for Fortnite, driver installer, and probably a bunch of more stuff that I will upload in the future. So yeah, see you guys.